song, Bobs. Anyway, what's poppin'? Good morning, selamat pagi, Ohio. I'm ZEA Cornelia from NIJISANJI, and today we're going to play The Silent Kingdom. Is the volume okay? Volume okay? Lagunya kencengan nggak? Okay, let's go. So, I told you the song, Bobs. We're playing The Silent Kingdom. Hear me, you who looked upon the world with defiant arrogance and as a mortal believed yourself above the divine weaving. I'm taking from you your suns and moons. No longer shall the stars shine for you. Game's too loud! Okay. So we're playing the Silent Kingdom, where we are the princess of a cursed kingdom, and must we sacrifice everything to save the people we love? Must we? Let's see. But the twilight of a kingdom is gentle, calm, like the kindest of deaths. For such is my benevolence and my love. The stars can shine without suns and the moon, that is true. Princess! I'm not gonna change the name. I like... When I play RPGs or stuff, I always look for the canon names. I like them to live as their own characters so that when I make the bad choices, I don't associate with that. Princess Erinys, wake up! Your kingdom has awakened by the goddess's grace, and so must you. Everything starts with Denise's voice. The kingdom begins to fill with light, and I wake up in my bedroom, a little disoriented. Just a bit longer. Good morning, Denise. Just a bit longer, please. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. By the goddess, how can you be so lazy sometimes? Come on, today is a special day. It is a day where we will rule our whole lives. The day we will rule our whole lives. A special day. Of course, today's your 13th... how to spell that? Of course, today is your 13th birthday. Have you perhaps forgotten? Blink. Didn't I turn 13 quite a few years ago? Look at me. I don't think I'm... What nonsense are you speaking of? Come along now. Choose one of your best dresses. His Majesty awaits. Oh, you always say that you prefer getting dressed on your own, but if you need any help... No, I'm fine. Very well. In that case, I shall take my leave and help with the preparations for tonight's banquet. It's not every day that a princess has a birthday. I know, 13! I mean, even Erinys herself is surprised, so I assume there's something about this, yeah. Yeah, I think it's obvious that her not actually being 13 is a plot point, yeah. And don't forget to go see your father when you're ready. Alright. Peace at last. Denise has spent her life taking care of me. I hold her in very high regard, but sometimes she can be a bit tiresome. A banquet, the idea somehow sounds strange to me. Is this an isekai story? I think so. But like not isekai tensei. It's not like rebirth in another world. It's like we're actually born here. But this is a fantasy world. Move around with arrow, interact with Anter, okay? This again. All my dresses seem too small for me. I must tell Denise. Why do I keep forgetting? For now, I'll have to leave like this. There's nothing inside this closet that I could wear. Like this? Sheesh! You're literally in a nightgown, lady. But okay, if that's how we're gonna meet the prospective love of our life, then so be it. My 13th birthday? That makes no sense. I stopped being a child long ago, although I don't remember when. From here I can see most of the gardens, but barely anything beyond, except for those distant mountains. I was told that the kingdom is vastly different beyond the citadel's walls. Oh, I spot little Chrono with his wooden sword, performing some early morning training. Who the heck is Chrono? Anyways, RPG time! It's time we click on everything and loot. How do we run? Oh, shift, okay. Oh, good morning, princess. Do you know where my father is? His Majesty is currently convening with his generals in the war room. I'm afraid he won't allow any interruptions until the meeting is over. Why don't you take a walk around the gardens in the meantime? It's such a beautiful day outside. The birds are singing. Thank you. I shall do that. Have a nice morning. With your permission, I shall return to my duties. Nice BGM, by the way. Shift or just turn always dash on in the options menu. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that always dash on. Yahoo! I'm running! I like the running animation, it's so cute. Loot. Loot. Happy birthday, princess! There's a lot to prepare for tonight's banquet. Oh, you're not gonna talk to me, hey? So much work to do. I don't know where to go. Ah, treasure! Oh, I should have the key in my room. Let's go back to our room, take the key, and open the chest. Where is the key? Apakah kalian melihat kuncinya? Di mana? Where's the key? Ah, chest key, chest key. Chest key, chest key. That was easy. Game Chara got mad cardio just for a key. I got other. These weapons are for the soldiers only. It's forbidden for anyone to use them inside the castle. Maybe the main character should have a more mature voice, or maybe not. She's quote-unquote 13, right? Finding love. Finding loot. What's other? Let's see. Oh, it's to heal MP. So we can save any time. The king is in a meeting. I'm afraid I can't let anyone in. Why is His Majesty convening with his generals on a day of celebrations? Do you think the situation with the terrorists has worsened? Shh! Just thinking about it frightens me. I've heard stories about terrorists that would rob you of your sleep.
Don't stay there in silence. Open the door, I'm the princess!
These doors lead to the throne room. Okay, so no throne room, no. Okay, let's just loot, you know? Okay, everything up there is the throne room, so... I always wonder why we are known as the Fire Kingdom. Oh my god, we're the kingdom that destroys all other kingdoms. I can't decide if it's due to our region's volcano or due to our famous forges. What do you think? Perhaps it's both.
Oh, that is an interesting perspective. So wise at only 13.
I'm not 13, though. Happy birthday, princess!
By the goddess Argus, what are you doing placing scientific literature in the fiction section? Oh, I'm sorry, Professor. I wasn't paying due attention. You've had your head in the clouds for the whole morning. What troubles haunt you? Professor, You saw her too, didn't you? The beautiful woman who walked alongside the king. Oh, for the goddess' sake, I should have imagined that this was a woman issue. This is no ordinary woman. Her smile was so enigmatic when she glanced at me. Who might she be? Lad, I could dedicate a whole life to studying every corner of this land. And yet I'd remain ignorant of the matters concerning His Majesty and his mysterious guests. However, upon seeing the mess that she has turned you into, I may as well affirm that she's a witch. Now finish arranging those books. Best to not think about people who belong to different worlds.
Oh, Princess Erinys, have you by chance seen my history book? I don't know where I might have left it. Maybe on the floor right here? Oh no, it's not it. It's a philosophy book.
Good morning, Princess. Even if it's your birthday today, your lesson shall start at the same hour as always. Be ready.
So, Professor Solomon is our daily professor kind of thing. Like, I wonder if Professor Solomon is writing a new book. Your history book. Read any book. I only have 5 coins left for buying food, the beggar lamented, lonesome and hungry. I hope the goddess smiles upon me before the weekends. Providence decided that he would find 2 kids that evening, even skinnier and hungrier than he. So unfortunate was their situation that the beggar, moved, decided to share what little he had. He offered them 4 coins, and they gave each other a surprised look, as if they had just witnessed a miracle. See? One child said to the other. I told you that the goddess would smile upon us before the weekends. Where's his history book? I want to do the side quest. Pardon? History book where? There is a miniature model of our castle and a map of Harmonia on the table. One map, please. Did you just start? Yes, I did. And I can't find the book he's searching for. Side quest. Where did you put your book? You're such a mess. Maybe not here, yeah. Stop saying happy birthday. It's not my birthday. At least it's not my 13th birthday, I think. Is there any book here? Maybe there's a book somewhere. I legit thought this was a door. It was so big. Happy birthday, Zia. Happy birthday, chat. Ah, ha, ha. Gotcha. Every day's her birthday. Where do you think the book would be? Did I miss it? Or is it in the library somewhere? It's just that I don't know. Yeah, it's still a demo, but it already looks pretty good, I'd say. Please, where is his history book? I don't want to miss a side quest. I don't think it's here. Oh well. Happy birthday, Zia. No. Oh, nice. To think that every kingdom is celebrating a birthday today. What? What? Every kingdom is celebrating a birthday today. Oh, what? Truly? Blissful, blissful life. So, I'm going to guess from the promotional arts that this is our first prospective love interest. Let's check him out. Ladies and gentlemen, our first gentleman of the day. What the hell? It's a small boy! What? Okay. You seem so vigorous this morning. No, I mean, happy birthday, princess. Is something the matter? No, it's not. You're a terrible liar. Did you know that? I don't mean to lie. It's just, it really is nothing. Alright. Chrono's grandmother has served my family as the oracle for 3 generations. He's been instructed since very young to become my squire, though he's still a child. So, training even on a day of celebrations? Of course, if I want to become a good squire for my princess, I can't neglect even a single day of training. He takes it really seriously. Do your best then. Thank you, princess. Chrono looks at his wooden sword, tightening his hold on it, his eyelids closed halfway with the weight of an uneasy thought. Princess, it is said that the terrors who raise our lands grow more numerous by the day. It is rumored that there will be a war, and I fear that you might march into battle without me, or I might be regarded a child or considered unprepared. You are a child, though, at this point of time, my little baby. Chrono, why don't you show me your progress? Oh, you wish to train me, princess? Isn't there any other matter you should attend to first? Finish exploring and start training. Give me a moment. I shall be right here. Baby! We are babysitting! Babysitting, baby! We are babysitting! Gee, I sure hope someone with the name Chrono ain't gonna mess with time. I don't know if that's the theme of this, but it is said that he is from a long line of oracles, so instead of messing with time, I think he's gonna predict things. You know, oracle? This is the house of the kingdom's oracle. I should not disturb her, nor break her concentration in any way. Oh, so this is the house. Chrono's house. This is Chrono's house. Ooh, look at the water reflections though. It's so pretty. Damn. his little shield and his little wooden sword. Oh, such a baby. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm weak. I'm weak for cute, hardworking little boys. Okay. Now, we explore this maze. Can we? I think we can explore the maze. Yeah, that's a classic garden maze right there. Wonder if we can explore it. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I did notice that the cloud reflections, it kept on going, right? Oh, we can enter the maze, guys. Okay. There's a book. Oh, it must be the guy's history book, the guy in the library, isn't it? Yahoo! Yahoo! Okay. There's also a maze on the left side. Maybe something's there if we can reach the maze. Why did he bring a book to the middle of the maze? Hey! It's supposed to be a good CG, you know? You know, like this nerd, this librarian apprentice reading the book in the middle of the maze, bumping into the princess. Sadly, we didn't bump into him, and he's a side character. Oh, she doesn't want to go to the stables because it's not her favorite smell. Oh, princess. How far can we go, I wonder? How far can we go? Good day, princess. I've never crossed these gates. I can only imagine the world beyond. Oh, so she's a very closed-off princess. By the way, have you guys been able to see the... no, okay. So she's a very... I mean, I did kinda already infer that from how she says she... From the surprise, you know? Like, there's a war outside, but the princess doesn't really know anything about it, etc. But I didn't know that... Yeah, I mean, from the dialogues that she can't even see outside the walls. So yeah, she don't know anything about her own kingdom. I'm gonna return the history book. Excusez-moi. Here's your book. You found it! Thank you very much. Please take these. I've been keeping them safe as a treasure. I got money! These don't look like our normal currency. What are they? It seems they were used by the first king in a very distant past. Isn't that fascinating? Even if they can no longer be used as a currency, I think they're valuable among collectors. I see. I'll take good care of them. Money? But old money? Collector's money? We sell them, get rich, and run? Become not princess? Run from war? Shall we commence the training, princess? Let's begin. I'm ready, baby. I'm babysitting today. Oh, that's a very scary battle screen. Oh, look at my baby. How can I attack him? Fight. Skill. Valiant charge. Attack. Is the music too loud, guys? Die. I killed the ball. I need to sort of use the music a little bit. Okay.
No battle spoils for a little child.
Well fought, Chrono.
Thank you, Princess. I shall practice harder.
Princess, I bring a message from Professor Solomon. I applaud you not neglecting your training even on a day of celebrations, but let's not forget that cultivating your mind is equally important. Well, time for my daily lessons. Would you like to come, Chrono? Chrono, why don't you accompany me for today's lesson?
May I?
Of course. As the professor once said, a literate squire is worth 2 men.
I'm really thankful.
Come, let's go to the library.
Are we still 13-year-old? Did the 13-year-old just beat up someone? Yeah, we beat a 10-year-old. Well, I'd like today's lesson to be a revision. This way, we can also assess young Chrono's knowledge.
Is he your target, Z? Not really, but I think it just makes sense for me to invite him if he's going to be my private squire. He needs to be not just strong, but also smart, so that when I'm stupid, he can be the smart guy.
Yes, sir! Let's take a look at this map.
Harmonia, Somnia, Lectira, Fortuna, Cristaria, ZEA Cornelia.
What would you like to review now, Princess?
The continent of Harmonia.
We live on the continent of Harmonia. Harmonia, of course, being named after goddess Harmonia, maker of all things. The earth we walk on, the great sea surrounding us, and every creature known and unknown to man. The oldest manuscripts on record are almost 400 years old. These manuscripts detail of how it was also the goddess whom had also split the world into 4 kingdoms. Thus, loyal to her will, these sovereigns of each kingdom have faithfully accepted to live peacefully within the lands of which they were graciously given.
Has there never been any war between the kingdoms?
There has been no documented war in the more than 300 years of known history. The kingdoms have typically been allies to one another in terms of prosperity, their diplomatic standing only ever slipping to that of neutral during even the worst of political climates.
Wow, that's an unusually harmonious kingdom. So...
Oh, I see. Kingdoms' armies only march against terrors, don't they? Not just terrors, they also keep bandits and similar factions at bay. Sometimes human beings can be just as predatory.
What's beyond Harmonia? Oh, it could be 300 known years. Oh, that is true. United by terror. I mean, literally, because the enemy's names are terrors, so... The person who made this game knew what girls really want. Fantasy world building. Yeah, I'm that girl. What's beyond Harmonia?
The continent of Harmonia is surrounded by sea, upon which sits a thick fog, and from which no ship has ever returned.
The fog swallows ships, as if it were alive.
That is indeed a curious theory, young Chrono. But yes, for the sake of posterity, we can say that this fog swallows ships. Following several fruitless attempts at crossing it, the old sovereigns concluded that, outside of our lands, there is simply nothing.
That's very... ignorant, but sure, I'd accept that. At the demo? So we are the only ones who exist in this world. So close-minded, but okay. Sounds like a doctrine, but okay.
That's the general consensus. The goddess created this continent and all who dwell on it, nothing else.
What do you personally believe?
My only belief is that any personal conjecture regarding this matter will be lacking in basis, and therefore in relevance.
The Four Kingdoms. Is ZEA the type to believe in aliens? I don't specifically believe in aliens, but I do believe that there is a possibility that because we cannot explore space, the whole wide world of space, that there might be something else outside, but it's not specifically the aliens in the movies, but something, you know?
Our kingdom, Kristaria, is located here at the western end of the continent.
You don't believe in Juga? I don't even believe she's an alien. I believe she's an e-girl.
Under the rule of King Alexander the Kristaria, our economy thrives, with our legendary forges playing no small part in our enviable status.
But I do believe Edna is an alien. Kind of. Like superhero? Definitely alien.
Furthermore, it could be said that we are also in possession of the largest army throughout the entirety of the Four Kingdoms. Our most direct frontier connects us to Fortuna, also called the Kingdom of Flowers, ruled by King Midas II Fortuna. This kingdom is especially famous for producing the finest and most beautiful fabrics that can be found within the entire continent. Furthermore, its king is on very good terms with your father and has visited us on several occasions. I suppose you remember meeting Princess Megaera.
Megaera. I don't know how to use it. Well, we got along in the end. I must confess that my first impression of her wasn't very favorable. I found her too cheeky, arrogant. She also enjoyed pestering Chrono. Oh no. I remember that. However, as the day went on and we got to know each other better, she seemed more appreciative and I understood that she wasn't a bad girl.
It pleases me to hear that. You were young, yet you managed to throw your disagreements aside like proper princesses. Anyway, back to the lesson. The next kingdom is to be discussed is located to the north, Lectica, ruled by King Zephyr von Lectica. It is a strong and prosperous kingdom, one whose military power is considered almost as formidable as our own. Direct access from Kristaria, however, is delimited by an ample mountain range known collectively as the Western Shield Mountains, home to the Ashen. These mountains serve as a natural border between the two kingdoms, relegating Fortuna as a gateway kingdom between the two powers. Regardless, our two nations engage in active trade with one another.
Also, ZEA, technically you're an alien. No, I'm not an alien because I'm technically not from this dimension either, so I'm more like an interdimensional being. Is that an alien? I guess that's also an alien. Would you call yourself from another timeline an alien? Or is it that everything that is from outside of the Earth is alien?
Regardless, our two nations engage in active trade with one another. Due to a deal brokered with the neighboring kingdom of Somnia, they conduct a vast operation of mining activities on their lands.
True, maybe I am an alien then.
They then sell the resulting precious metals onto us in Kristaria, metals of which are unique to the whole continent. I shall also add that their princess, Electo, is receiving an arduous military training. In the future, she is expected to occupy a high position in the army.
I too will lead our armies in the future, perhaps earlier than I had once thought. I don't know if I'm ready. Even from as far back as my earliest memories, I've been instructed, trained, and taught all there is to know about combat, but I lack experience against a real foe. Confident in my own abilities though I may be, I don't wish to be too careless or reckless when facing the unknown.
In the frigid lands to the east lies the fourth kingdom, Somnia, ruled by King Nestor is Somnia. Somnia is the region most affected by terrors, so much that over half of it is currently lays in ruins. The other half survives only thanks to Lectica's protection, in exchange for allowing them to mine Somnia's rare metals from their own lands. There is a great deal of concern about the future of this kingdom.
You once told me that Somnia's princess has never left her castle, just like me.
That is correct. Princess Tisiphone rarely shows herself. Due to the delicate situation that the terror's presence are inflicting upon the world, some sovereigns have decided to protect their princesses to the fullest. Somnia's more than any other. I trust you know why it is so important to protect you.
I do not.
At the very least, you must be aware of the incredible phenomenon that surrounded your birth. The 4 princesses were born on exactly the same day, at exactly the same hour.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Also of the fact that no queen survived labor. Wow! Also, thank you for the spacha. I see each kingdom is going for a different route in Princess Maker. Wow! Okay, so 4 princesses of the 4 kingdoms magically birthed at the same time. No queens survived, so we have to continue the bloodlines per se. Chrono averts his gaze down to the ground in a respectful manner. That's so cute.
There is simply no way to explain such extraordinary coincidences other than accepting that they were the result of divine intervention. This is why it is believed that the princesses have been sent by the goddess herself. Many will affirm that you are fated to end the misfortunes that devastate this land.
But are we really all of that is expected from us? So far, there hasn't been any other sign.
You are still young, just children in the eyes of the world. Only time shall reveal the goddess's plans, and thus your destiny.
Time. Chrono. I feel that time is somehow slipping away from me, dripping from between my fingers, no matter how tightly I try to hold on. My gaze meets Chrono's for a moment. He seems very serious. I don't know what it is, but today he's looking at me in a strange way. Maybe because you're wearing skimpy clothing and he's a young boy. I drown the thought out and lay my eyes back on the map strewn over the table. The terrors.
It was approximately 50 years ago this season when the 3 kingdoms received very troubling news from Somnia. A small village that had peacefully lain to rest for the night had been completely decimated by a horde of monstrous beasts, unlike any ever seen before. No man, woman, or child was spared the beast's insatiable appetite.
Chrono swallows soundly, fearfully impressed by the story.
Soon, the menace extended throughout the other kingdoms, forcing them to strengthen and consolidate their armies.
I have never seen a terror. From this castle, they sound more legend than reality.
This castle is the safest place in the whole kingdom. We are undoubtedly privileged to live here. But terrors are very real, I can guarantee you that.
Have you seen any yourself, Professor?
Yes, I have. And let me tell you, it's not something you can easily forget.
Do they look as how they're drawn in books?
The descriptions portrayed in books are quite reliable, yes. But someday, you'll realize that reality is quite more terrifying than what you merely see on paper.
The professor adjusts his glasses, appearing as if he needed to distract himself from thought.
In any case, Princess, you are much braver than I. Stronger too, in fact. When comes the day that your father considers you ready for battle, I do not harbor any doubt that you shall be perfectly prepared to face them. The same applies to you, young Chrono. If you keep training diligently, you shall become a magnificent terror killer.
Yes, sir. I take a moment to observe the image of the monster in the book, as I have many times before. I began to recall that gravely injured soldier at the castle's gates, his shoulder red and his face shaken. Thought they didn't want me to look, but I did. Since then, I haven't forgotten.
Wow, grim.
Hello Z, how are you? I'm good. Thank you for coming. So where did they come from, the terrors?
I'm afraid that question remains unanswered. Some believe that it was the fog from which they emerged, but we don't even know if there is a world beyond it. No foreign ships have ever been spotted. Others say that terrors crawled from the ground itself, as if our continent were sick, or subject to some powerful manner of witchcraft. We cannot even ask the terrors themselves, for they lack the capacity of speaking. Thus, the only thing which we know for certain is that we know nothing.
Okay, that's all. Skip time and finish lesson. A bit too dark for a 13 years old to see. Even younger, because it was in the past, you see. Selamat pagi, Zia. Selamat pagi.
Very well. Princess, young Chrono, that will be all for today.
Thank you for having me. I have learned many things. Thank you for the lessons, Professor. Will I see you at the banquet?
I shall show up, of course. The birthday of the four princesses is an event that concerns the whole continent. I should count myself to no exception.
Until this evening, then. Baby! Little baby! There's a little baby! Look at the little baby over there! It's a little baby! It's little baby! Little small baby! Very small. Princess, I'm taking my leave. Thank you for everything. You're welcome, Chrono. But before I go, I have a request. What is it? It's about my grandmother. She said that she would like to see you today, before dusk, to wish you a happy birthday. Oh, so I have her permission to visit her? Yes, she's eagerly expecting you. Besides, she seems a bit stressed these days. Perhaps you could cheer her up. Understood. It shall be a true honor to visit the Oracle. Thank you, Princess. Remember that my house is the one by the lake to the east. So, we still cannot visit our father, I'd assume. Okay, then. Let's go outside then. Yeah. Is there anything new here? He invited her to his house already? What a smooth boy. Hey! He's 10, okay? And we're quote-unquote 13. Even though we're hot. Is she riding around barefoot? You see, the thing is, our character is very sure she's not 13. And second of all, none of our clothings fit. None of our clothings in the wardrobe fit. So yeah, I would think that includes shoes. So so beautiful. Let's save again. Save at every moment possible. Knock on the door. Knocking on the heaven Entrance door. Stop calling the girl Erinys. She's Erinys. A woman's voice could be heard from inside, warm and cracked by age. Princess, please come in. Please come closer and let these tired eyes take a good look on you. I'm sure you look beautiful today. Okay, I'm gonna be sitting here, okay? I'm the princess, I need a seat. Never mind, I'm sorry. Let me just loot your house for a bit before I go anywhere else. It's locked, of course. Makes sense. Okay. I walk closer, thankful for the privilege of being in her presence. As the oracle and one whom has served the crown for several generations, it is her duty to live isolated, away from all possible interruptions. Only her grandson, Chrono, and my father, the king, are permitted daily contact with her. For the rest of us, it's usually forbidden. Her presence is so comforting that I regret not being able to visit her more often. It is an honor for me to be welcomed into your home, Oracle. Sweet child, in such dark times, your presence brings much joy to this old woman's heart. Dark times? I don't understand. Have you perhaps seen any misfortune in your visions? I wish that I could share them with you, little one, but you know that such things are forbidden. Only the king may consult with me regarding my visions, and yet the king has grown deaf ever since that woman has come to sit by his side. I have tried to warn him, but he does not listen. He does not listen. I shall speak to him. I will let him know that he must visit you with haste. Oh, sweet child. Though you are no longer much of a child now, are you? How old did you say you turned today? I smile weakly. It seems 13. Oh, but it does not seem like it at all, young one. Or are you simply lying to yourself? My eyes widen further upon hearing that, and a strange feeling nestles inside my chest. Only the blind and the foolish would believe that you are 13 years old. It would rather seem that you just reached your 20s. Exactly! That's how she looks. Like, that is how she looks. She looks at the youngest 18, okay? I stare at her with my mouth agape, speechless for a moment. I thought the same, but no one seemed to realize that I was no longer a child. I ended up thinking that somehow it was all just in my head. No one? Nonsense. I assure you that Chrono has noticed too. I saw the look in his eyes as he spoke of you. There was something fearful in them. This makes no sense. I bring a hand to my forehead and shut my eyes tight. I feel as though my head will explode if I keep thinking about this. Of course Chrono knows! I told you, okay? He looked surprised when he saw us. The Edie struck fear. Maybe that too. I would be afraid too when I see like a 20-year-old something wearing a 13-year-old clothing. I would be like, what's wrong with you, you know? You should rest for today, young one. You don't look well. I can't. Your visions. The banquet. What banquet?
nights for my birthday.
I shall ask again. What banquet are you speaking of?
What? I'm trying to think, but I can't remember any banquet. I don't understand. My head. Princess Erinys.
Suddenly, I find myself before the corridor that leads to the Great Hall. I guess I spaced out. I kinda wished that the grandma would have some clothes for me to wear, but okay.
The king wishes to speak with you. You may enter.
I just noticed that the plants on the hallways have reflections on the ground. That's so pretty. That's such a nice detail. Like a puppet whose strings are being guided by unseen hands, I pass through the corridor without a sound until I eventually find myself within the Great Hall itself. The king! Father! Father is alone. Where's the woman who accompanies him these days? My head.
Erinys, my dear daughter, with every day that passes, you step further away from the sweet nectar of childhood. Look at you. You're a young woman now.
What? Wait! Our father realized that we're a young woman, not a child, which means he's not foolish. Nor blind. Father, I stopped being a child long ago.
Time flies, Erinys, but in the eyes of the goddess and fate, luckily, you are still a child.
Huh?
Now, I surmise you came with questions, echoes of a whole kingdom, for rumors spread like flame.
Father, the oracle is worried. She laments that you no longer hear her voice.
Oh, my dear Erinys, I have heard many things in recent days. Far too many.
What is happening, Father? You sit a witch at your side and gather your generals. The corridors are filled with whispers that speak of war.
And none is any less true than the other. I have begun preparations to declare war on Fortuna.
Fortuna? Isn't their king a good friend of yours?
He is. He always has been. And I shall ensure that his life is spared. But not even the strongest of friendships can suffice when something so important is at stake. Now, I beg you, please do not ask further questions. You are far too young to be learning of the bitter realities of this world.
But Father!
Erinys, there is just one thing I need you to understand, and to never forget.
Father's normally firm and resolute voice seems to waver as he speaks.
Everything I do is, and will always be, for you. The blood I spill, and the betrayals I sow. Everything shall always have a single meaning and purpose. You. Even if you cannot understand by reasoning, will you be able to accept my purpose?
Father, what's going on? Yes, such a way to make her feel guilty, huh? Hear me. You who looked at the world with defiant arrogance, and as a mortal, believed yourself above the divine weaving. I'm taking your suns and moons. No longer shall the stars shine for you. But the twilight of a kingdom is gentle, calm, like the kindest of deaths. For such is my benevolence and my love. Princess, it's been a long day. Denise. My voice is weak, my eyelids heavy. Good night, Princess. So tired that I can't even begin to think. The sheets welcome me like a mother's arms, and I just... Good night, Princess. The twilight of a kingdom is gentle, calm, like the kindest of deaths. And as I lay on my bed asleep, or perhaps even lifeless, I feel someone watching me. Silent and forgotten, a ghost amidst the shadows. Princess Erinys, wake up! Your kingdom has awakened by the goddess's grace, and so must you. Everything starts with Denise's voice. The kingdom begins to fill with light, and I wake up in my bedroom, a bit disoriented. Good morning, Denise. Good morning, Princess Erinys. You're looking well. Oh, it's a loop. It's a loop. A special day. Of course, it's our 13th birthday again. Again? Didn't I turn 13 quite a few years ago? Look at me. I don't think I'm... Oh, okay. Clothing, please. Clothing for a 20 years old, please. Yeah, I think we've been stuck on a loop since our 13th birthday. And don't forget to go see your father when you're ready. Alright, alright. Live, die, repeat. Small gulu gulu. Peace at last. A banquet, huh? The idea somehow sounds strange to me. This again, all my dresses seem too small for me. What if we try to get ourselves killed by Chrono this time? If there is another mock battle? Look at the reflections on the clear castle walls. Look at it. It's like a high quality reflection. It's so good, so pretty. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. The conversations. Without warning, someone grabs me from behind. It's this prospective left number 2. This is not the kind of a meeting I like from a random guy. I would definitely punch and kill him. If this happens to me, I would punch him. Like, bitch, who you think you are? You think you're gonna touch me like that? Are you gonna touch me like that? You think who the fuck you are?
Do not fret, my princess. I have a message for you.
What? Who the freak are you?
An intruder. A very handsome one, and probably your love interest. The only piece that doesn't fit in your perfect little world.
His voice is a whisper in my ear. I can't see his face, but I can tell that he's smiling. My heart begins to race, my mind alert. I feel as though I've fallen captive to an enemy I could even begin to predict. An intruder. He did say he's an intruder, Erinys. Okay. Free yourself from his grasp and listen to him. Hell yeah. Quickly, I take one of his wrists and twist it hard, using the opportunity to immediately whip around and face him. He moves away, keeping his distance this time. Now, he's looking at me with a shadowed smile, a hand over his own pained wrist. Weak ass! You're so weak. Oh my god, his pained wrist, he says. Take that!
Well, aren't you feisty?
Be thankful that I haven't called the gods yet. Speak now, and listen to what you have to say, but know that you shall not touch me again. The stranger stands up straight. He doesn't lose his smile, as if he didn't fear. Something about his presence makes me feel extremely uneasy.
You are trapped, princess. This castle is your prison. You cannot leave it, nor can you even reach tomorrow. Every day you live is merely an echo of the ones you have lived time and time again before.
Every word reverberates in some corner of my soul. They sting. I can't help but feel that they are somehow true. I begin to feel sick. A powerful headache overwhelms me whenever I think about it, but I don't want to stop thinking. I don't... What do you even know about this castle? Or about me? My head. Damn it. I move a hand to my forehead. Taking advantage of my opportune weakness, he moves closer, though still respecting my refusal to be touched. Hey, he actually accepts that we don't want to be touched. That's good. That's good.
I know everything you do not.
The close distance causes him to speak with a lower voice. How strange. No one has ever sounded like this. As I find myself looking into his eyes, I can't decide if I find them kinder or sharper.
And I wish to show you it all, but it can't be here, nor can it be now. Time is running out.
When? Faced with my impatience, his smile seems to grow amused.
I shall find you after today's lessons. Be patient, my princess.
With that, he steps back once again, and suddenly it feels as if the world had turned upside down. Everything spins in front of my eyes. Everything. My bedroom, my castle, my goddess, my squire, my teacher, my father. I feel myself falling for what seems like an eternity, until a pair of strong arms catch me.
Princess, are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right, thank you.
If you are certain.
Yes, don't worry. You may return to your post. If time are looping, why is Chrono still a baboy? I think it might be us that is enchanted. I think we might see everyone as they are 13 years ago. I think it might be an illusion. My pulse is still racing, but I must go on as if nothing had happened. Ooh, I just realized that we can even go to the windows. So pretty. The princess is the anomaly. I would think so. Yeah. Maybe his name is a hint. True. See? I've opened the chest before. Wake up! The game is telling you have opened the chest before. You should realize something is wrong. If you want to rewind time, you should also rewind the things, you know, the stuffs. Wait, the painting changed? Really? Or is it auto-generated? No, it's not. It's not changed. It's the exact same things. Skipping. See, he doesn't lose his book anymore, so... My baby! Baby! It's the exact same conversation. Hmm? No, I mean, happy birthday, princess. Is something the matter? No, it's not. You're a terrible liar. Did you know that? I don't mean to lie. It's just, it's really nothing. Alright. Okay, so it's the same conversations. Let's explore to see if anything is different, okay? For a little bit. I kind of want to see the oracle for some reason. Maybe the princesses are all being aged in a time loop to keep them all safe until they can save the world. Maybe that makes sense. Old lady, I am here again, help! I am stuck in loop, help! But okay. In the last loop, you're locking the chest and hiding his book, thus completing the circle about true. So nothing changed. If nothing changed, I guess... If nothing's changed, I guess... It's such a long walk, but I want to check everything just to make sure. Yeah, I think everything is exactly the same, so let's go back. But what if I go outside? No, okay. Okay, so let's just do the loop. Yeah, talk to Chrono, we go to lessons, we meet the oracle, and then we meet the mysterious blue guy. Why is it when there's only two love interests, one of them is the sneaky, sleeky guy was like, while the other one is like the bright sun? It's always like that, isn't it? Romance. What if everyone else is just pretending to? Maybe. if we lose to him? Nah, he's too weak. I don't think it's possible to lose to him. He's too weak. Yeah, we keep on beating the kid. Oh my god, we keep on beating the kid to gain level. That's how it works, guys. Well thought, Chrono. If you just spam defend, at some point he will win. Let's try. Let's try later on. Thank you, Princess. I shall practice harder. Infinite EXP glitch for the princess be like. Looks like RPG Maker game. I think it is RPG Maker. Okay, Chrono, come again. Chrono, let's start. Let's see if anything changed. Okay, so nothing changed. Okay, then. Skip time.
Very well.
Thank you for having me. I have learned many things. Thank you for the lessons, Professor. Will I see you at the banquet?
I shall show up, of course.
Yeah. Until this evening, unless, except I lied. You know? Tomorrow we shall review the ashen and the names of every mountain in the continent. Be prepared. Swallows hard. Chrono is so cute. Look at how the little baby walks. No. It's so adorable, like his walking sprite. Okay, look. Oh, little baby! Sorry. Wait, have you been using Chrono as a training partner for the past 7 years? Maybe. It's looping. Baboy. Why do I feel like this is all an illusion and the real people that is actually here is not here? This is all just an illusion and we're not... It's not... That's not the real Chrono. That's not the real Solomon. Such a magnificent castle. The air carries the scent of childhood, free from worry and concern. Don't you agree? Huh? Have you forgotten about me so soon, Princess? After such a magical encounter this morning. I wince as I feel a sudden pain in my head. My eyes forced to close as invisible knives were relentlessly driven into my skull. When I eventually open my eyes once more, his face starts seeming familiar. You... I remember you.
I promised that I returned for you, and here I am.
This Damned headache again, clouding my judgment. I've got a bad feeling about this. I want answers. Start by telling me who you are.
My name is Seneca, and I am but a humble messenger who managed to sneak into your castle. With a lot of difficulty, I might add.
Messenger of whom?
Of the person who can break the curse that weighs upon your kingdom. That is, if you are willing to take the necessary step forward.
My kingdom? Cursed? I clench my teeth. I don't understand. Whenever I try to think about it, my head... Why do I suddenly have such a heavy feeling in my heart?
You're trapped here, princess. A prisoner in your own realm. So long as you remain here, you'll be unable to see nor think clearly. But just from speaking of such things have I already inflicted an inevitable pain upon you. The more I say now, the more you will suffer and the less you will understand.
And so you suddenly prefer condemning me to ignorance. My voice raised in anger, as if that could somehow take this anguish away. He, however, remains calm.
Come with me.
Seneca holds out his hand towards the princess.
Come inside my realm, where my mistress awaits. She can lift the veil clouding your mind and alleviate your pain. Just for tonight, hear the truth from her lips. Then you may freely decide if you wish to confront reality, or resign yourself to this everlasting cycle, to living and reliving your 13th birthday time and time again in ignorant bliss.
I don't trust you, but I'll trust you. I don't trust you, I'll trust you. Perhaps I should be more cautious. Perhaps I should doubt him more than I do. But something feels wrong within me. It has felt that way for an eternity, up until today. Up until I've heard his voice. Yeah, I don't trust him, per se, but he is kind of the only way we have for now. The only way out we have for now. Now I feel so close to touching that elusive truth. So close. If it turns out to be true that my kingdom is cursed, then Father, Denise, Chrono, everyone could be. I am Crystaria's princess, and my kingdom means everything to me. So I take his hand in acceptance. His glove feels cold, like the last time. He smiles and puts his finger around mine. That is not necessary! It is not necessary to fold your fingers upon mine. Who said you could do that? His voice lowered from the closeness, softer, more intimate.
Are you afraid?
Never! Never. Of course. I answer while looking into his eyes with determination. I'm not ashamed to admit the evident. And as I did so, for a split second, I could almost swear that his smile diminished and his face reflected something else. However, he was quick to dissimulate it. His tone is kind when he speaks once again.
I would be as well, most probably. I must let you know that the outside world is as dangerous as you have been told. You will need a weapon before we depart. Hurry up. I shall be waiting near the main gate.
Understood. I will find a weapon.
Oh, and just one more thing. You had forgotten all about me earlier, and it's likely you'll do so again if you are not careful. So keep repeating my name. Try not to forget.
All right. Seneca. Oh, gitu ka? Karena Stockholm Syndrome ini Kak, aku jatuh cinta sama dia. Karena kita nyebut nama dia terus gitu kayak udah nyebut ini kayak istighfar. Nama dia udah menggantikan istighfar kita. With those guards there, I won't be able to steal any of the training weapons without looking suspicious. I'll have to search elsewhere. Seneca who? Seneca. Wrong, sorry. Seneca! Ah, これで落ちたみたいな。Seneca. Alright, I got a weapon. Not to find Seneca near the main gates. Princess? Why are you carrying such a weapon through the corridors? It's forbidden! I'm going to the gardens to train. Oh, doesn't the training square offer some weapons already? Answer calmly. The soldiers are currently training, so there weren't any weapons left for me to take. I see. Please excuse me, Princess, but this is quite unusual, so understand that I must inform your father about this. What is her problem? I can't let her get my father involved. He'd never let me leave the castle. Alright, I shall return the weapon. There's no need to bother the king over such things.
Let's try again.
Princess, should you not have returned that weapon already? None of your I'm going to the garden to train. Okay, answer sternly. I have graced you with an answer, yet you insist on wasting my time, questioning me as though I was some sort of thief. I didn't mean...
Explain something to me, maid. Do you believe that your princess owes you any kind of explanation about what she does?
No, of course not.
Then go back to your duties, or I will have to inform my father that a maid is overstepping her boundaries.
Yes, Princess. I'm sorry.
Well, that did the trick. Sorry. Princess, may I ask about that weapon you are carrying? You know the king's law. Only he and the royal guard are permitted to carry them in this castle.
I'm taking it back to where I got it from. The gardens. You may watch as I leave through the front door for reassurance if you must.
I see. In that case, I beg for you not to bring it inside the castle again. You must follow the king's law.
It shall not happen again. Well, that did the trick. 2. Seneca! Seneca! Excuse me? Oh wait, main gates, right? Wait, I wonder what will happen if we... Wonder what will happen if we go to the oracle at this time. At this hour. Oh, I'm very sorry, Arco, but I won't be visiting you today. I'm sorry, Miss Oracle, I love you. Seneca, snake. Girl boss root. Girl boss root. Wish we could visit Grandma and be like, they have a sassy looking guy with weak wrists. Seneca! Hello. I'm gonna save.
You found a weapon. Excellent. Now, don't just drag it behind you like a misbehaving child. You do know how to use one of those, don't you?
Equipment. Equip. Weapon. Great sword. Don't I have any other thing? I don't, apparently. I'm so poor despite being a princess, but okay.
I see that you're ready. Let's go to the main gate.
Seneca joins the party! Pata-pata, pata-pata-pata. Good morning, is it good morning? What the hell? Before the main gates stand several soldiers barring our passage. But why? Had someone raised the alarm?
Princess Erinys, you know better than anyone that it is forbidden to cross the gates.
Open them. It's an order.
I'm afraid that it won't be possible. This is a direct order from the king himself.
There's no higher authority than my father. Not even I could disobey.
Princess, I beg you to step away from this intruder and return to the castle for your own safety.
The guards are gripping their weapons with determination. They won't let us pass through. Yeah, I thought Seneca had a plan, this little bish. I am refusing to fight them. What choice do I have? Raising a sword against my own people is simply inconceivable. There must be another option. My good soldiers, listen to me. It is possible that some terrible peril looms over our kingdom. For the good of my people, I must cross these gates to...
Erinys.
I hear Seneca utter my name for the first time, and with that small act, my words quickly die in my throat as my eyes search for him in surprise. Scrawled on his face, I find a tepid smile.
Even had you wished it, you would never have been able to leave this castle, for you've never known what lies beyond. To you, nothing else exists beyond these walls, not even now. A part of you fears and refuses to leave. But I have seen the word, Princess. If it's with me, you can cross this threshold.
Anjay! Anjay! Someone...
Do you trust me?
I don't understand what he's saying.
Princess, don't listen to this man. I must insist that you step away from him immediately, lest we have to resort to force.
Then you leave me no other choice.
Leave it to Seneca?
I hear father's voice, a memory I don't quite remember. An uncertain past, a forgotten future. My lips repeat his words in the form of a whisper. Everything I do is, and always will be, for you. Then, without really thinking, I grab my broadsword and wrap my fingers tightly around the hilt as I adopt an offensive stance. I'm afraid I must insist that I cross these gates.
So be it then.
Hey, Seneca! Help me? Oh yeah, Seneca's helping. Ooh! I thought he's just... Oh my god, he's a weak-ass bitch! Look at his HP! Anyways. Okay. Oh, magic! Ooh, healer! Oh, he's a healer, that's why he's weak. Attack several targets with ice. Okay, nice. I can kill one person with Valiant Charge. Nice! One more Seneca attack and I think all of them would be wiped out. So we don't actually need the potions at all. Thankfully. Yep. Seneca is good with magic. Hyper armored, you guys. Oh my god, he really is the brooding hero with AoE attacks. Anjay. Oh my god, Seneca. Seneca's pretty smooth though. Yeah. The overbearing silence that follows drowns out everything with the sound of my own panting, as my thoughts spiral wildly in a tempestuous sea of lunacy. The air has turned ice cold.
Would have guessed that you'd have it in you to raise a sword against your own subjects.
Seneca's voice pulls me out of my trance. And it's then when I realize that my loyal soldiers lie all around me, unconscious and wounded by my hand. It had to be done. I need to cross this gate. They gave me no choice. Regardless, I didn't kill anyone. They'll recover.
You sure do know what you want, don't you? Our manner of thinking isn't so different after all. Sometimes you must be willing to do the unthinkable to fulfill our goals. Take a look now.
Suddenly, it's open. I raised my eyes to the gates to find them wide open. Beyond them, I discern a forest wrapped in night shadows. The image is so daunting that it takes my breath away. So this is the world beyond my castle.
This is the end of a childhood, Princess.
Where are we headed?
Keep moving forward. We should soon come across an old cottage, hidden away in the woods.
It's dark. A black bird. Was that a crow?
Seems like it. Why do you ask?
I've never seen a real one before. A small chuckle slips free of Seneca. You like laughing at me, huh, Bish? Bish, I have been trapped in time loop for 7 years and you laugh at me, Bish? Laugh at me, Bish. I'm gonna punch you in the face. You're gonna heal yourself. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna heal yourself, Bish.
You remind me of a little cub who just dared to venture out of its den.
I never had the chance to set foot beyond the castle walls.
Oh, bercabang bro jalannya. Kemana nih? Save dulu ah. Ih, ganteng. Sebel. Asal jamet.
In a small clearing of the forest, I find the statue of a woman on her knees. She looks as if she's kneeling to pray. How strange. This doesn't seem to be an altar to the goddess. Who might she be?
Whoever it may be a statue of, she's a very beautiful woman, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, she is.
Well, at least you can appreciate beauty.
Okay. Is that your mistress, Seneca? Off in the distance, an unexpected sight sends a chill down my spine. A twisted, loathsome beast is gorging itself on someone's entrails. The sickening sounds of the tearing of flesh and wet smacking of the creature's jaws remind me of feasts that were once held at the castle. My eyes are wrenched wide. My eyes are wrenched wide as the name slips past my trembling lips. Terrors. That's right.
That's right. Don't just offer your innards up to it for dessert like that poor woman over there.
I won't. You weak ass, I'm stronger than you. The beast raises its piercing eyes towards us. It looks delirious, as if possessed by some sort of wicked primal impulse. Quickly, I stand to defend myself and steady my breathing in a bid to clear my mind. Did you remember to heal after the last fight? I thought it was auto-heal. I assumed. Fire! Oh, effective. Oh, nice. Also looks like a dog true.
Here, see my magic.
I think I should heal the princess. Or not. Maybe I shouldn't. Okay, it's 30 TP. Oh, Seneca is afraid! Ha 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 ha, you wussy! Been a long time since I see this kind of RPG Maker battle. Me too! Has been a long time since I last played an RPG Maker RPG, you know? Is this the kind of RPG that makes you lose the game and the main character falls in battle? I don't know. Have never felt before. I'm powerful.
Are you alright, princess?
Let's continue. My words escape as a growl, a tired order. I can taste bile on my tongue, but I swallow my nausea and fear both. And even if I don't really want to look at what remains of that woman, I force myself to do so before leaving. Filthy creature. I've never seen an expression like the one on her face. Cold blood 1. Mistrust 0. Cold blood? When did I ever do anything in cold blood? Hey! Cold blood 1? Have I ever been cold, guys? Should I have just left it to Seneca back then? Really? I don't like leaving my back wide open to... I don't like depending on a guy that much. Maybe when you didn't feel guilty about knocking out your soldiers. Maybe. But I mean... It was something... Oh my god! I am cold-blooded! I'm a cold-blooded killer! Maybe I should have been like, I'm not proud of this. Yeah, well, I am not proud of this, but this is needed, you know? Damn weak ass. Oh, he's gonna run out of MP. Actually, these monsters are weaker. I think we're safe.
No! Don't die!
heal yourself. Yeah, I think it is some cold-bloodedness is needed, you know? What is that swipe? Why are you so weak, Seneca? Some cold-bloodedness is needed to get things done, bro. We're going the right way. The path branches. Are we going to level up? The path branches, but the path branches. Where should we go? Up or down? Oh. What? There's nothing here. You stand before a holy shrine. Gazing upon its visage, it's as if the goddess smiled upon you. How many old silver coins will you offer? Oh, let's try one. Hey! My offerings had no effect! Stingy goddess. Monster is us when we are sleep deprived. Wow. Well, I do look like that when I'm sleep deprived. I bet this heals you if you offer a certain amount. I think so, yeah. Why do I gotta give the goddess money anyway? Duh. What kind of benevolence is that? Goddesses don't need money. We need money. We need money to live. Goddesses don't. Don't goddesses understand that? Dasar miskin, kata si goddess. Oh god. I think like the more old coins you offer, the higher the chances is for a blessing, yeah. Yeah, I thought this was gonna be more VN, but this is like totally RPG. I like RPG better than like normal VNs though, so this is okay. We're getting close. Keep moving forward. Okay, so Terror A is more dangerous because it can go multi-attack. I need Seneca to heal. Seneca, you're dying! Ouch! Seneca, you really are dying. Oh no. I think you're gonna die here, probably. I don't know. Just kidding. I can heal. You can run away.
I won't run away from a free EXP.
Ay! Ita! Shinanai de! Oh no, I'm gonna die! Lamau, I died. I died, dude. I died then. Not! Okay. Heal me! Alright. We are close. Up the hill or... Is it up the hill or... We can just run away, that is true, but... Huh? Why do we miss? The XP doesn't even work. Ah, it's my kingdom, isn't it? Oh, it's not. What is that tower in the distance?
Who knows? Looks like a prison smaller than your castle was.
Bish, stop being sassy at me before I go even more cold-blooded to you. Oh, so this is it. Is this the place?
My mistress is waiting inside.
Just... Let's run away. La-di-da-di-da, running away. I can't run. I am not allowed to run here and there's nothing. I gently opened the door. This is...
This is nothing but an illusion, princess. Soon you shall realize that here you are able to think clearly, for good or for bad.
In front of us, there is a woman of outstanding beauty, her voice calm and her smile enigmatic. She seems familiar.
Oh, sexy lady. Thank you for guiding her, Seneca. Mistress. Allow me to welcome you, Princess Erinys. I am Circa, the one many call a witch.
Circa? I know you. I want answers. The witch brings the back of a hand to her lips, making a little effort to hide an amused smile.
Impatient and impulsive, just like your father the king, albeit you have much more to lose.
Explain yourself!
I must warn you that reality can be extremely cruel if you lack the courage.
I came all of this way to hear it from myself, presuming there is any truth coming from your lips. For a moment, her smile seemed satisfied.
I shall start by revealing the reason behind your every nonsensical behavior. It finds explanation in a fact that you do not seem fully aware of. We are not in the real world, but in a dream. A dream? I feel a lump in my throat upon hearing that. Scenes and images flashed in my head as I began reliving various moments, unable to tell which were true and which were not.
Told you guys.
7 years ago, the king of Christoria decided to defy the goddess's will by declaring war on the neighboring kingdom of Fortuna. His plan was to capture and execute Princess Megara, possessor of divine blood. This would have been the very first war written in the continent's history, and also the first time that a king dared to rebel against the goddess' plan. However, just as war seemed imminent, the unthinkable happened. The day of your 13th birthday, right before dusk fell upon the land, the goddess descended from the heavens.
So our dad was naughty and we got put in timeout by the goddesses. I think so.
She filled every last corner of your kingdom with her presence and announced to all the punishment for Christoria's arrogance and disobedience. You, innocent child and blood of her blood, were merely put to sleep for the goddess to keep under her control. You have been immersed in a pleasant dream ever since, while your body kept growing as the years passed. The rest were prey to a terrible curse. From the king to the very last vassal, everyone witnessed how their skin lost its warmth to be transferred into stone. Now, an endless amount of statues fill every corner of your kingdom with nothing but silence.
Night terror is another name for a nightmare. Oh, that's true. And also that stone we saw earlier is our kingdom, apparently.
No. This can't be true. This means I have nothing left? So you're saying that while I dream, every person I have ever loved has turned into stone? That if there truly is a real world, now I'm alone in it? I've never been alone before, never known what it meant to stand entirely for myself without support. It's incredibly hard for me to simply accept this. So unimaginably hard. I take a step back while my hand adopts a claw-like grip upon my forehead. I exhale. No matter what, I must try to keep my cool. Why should father want to start a war? I don't understand. It is when I fix my gaze upon her. You. What kind of poison tales did you whisper in the king's ears? The same of which you came looking for yourself, princess. The truth. I did warn you. The truth can be devastating. But I'm afraid I lack the luxury time to offer every answer which you require. Soon, night shall fall in your realm. And, like every day, you will inevitably wake up in your room with no recollection of any of this. You must make a decision before that happens, here and now. You have my attention. There is a way to free your people of their yoke. The path ahead is most assuredly full of thorns, but in you I discern a strong soul, that of a true sovereign. I would not have come here otherwise.
So it's kind of like Sleeping Beauty with Sus' father. I think Sleeping Beauty in the Maleficent's story. In Maleficent's solo story, Sleeping Beauty's father did do a grave sin, so it makes sense. So that's what Seneca meant when he said the world does not exist beyond the gates for her. Well, that's true. What do you gain from this?
You're sharp.
It's clear I would not be helping you if there was nothing for me to gain.
We all were being punished that night, Princess. I am no exception. And so long as this curse weighs upon my shoulders, it is only natural that I should wish to help you end it.
You mean it is possible to manifest oneself even when being a statue of stone?
No, I'm afraid that my case is different. While fleeing through the forest, as soon as I noticed my skin transforming, I separated my soul from my body and raised it to an incorporeal plane.
Oh, so that's why Seneca said, isn't she a beauty? It is her mistress, it is Circa, but her body has turned into stone while her soul rose free.
Now I can only communicate with my apprentice, Seneca, thanks to the bond we share. This is why I act through him.
I look at Seneca. He smiles weakly and nods his head.
Since you know my condition, I must ask you to look on the table. There is something I left there which you shall need. Come on, don't be shy. Time is scarce.
Whoa, a blade. A dagger?
Its name is Soulbreaker. If you want to save your kingdom, you must kill the goddess with it.
Kill the goddess? The mother of all creation? Such blasphemous words should feel like a blade to my ears, and yet they seem to find a nest in my heart. This is the goddess that Cristaria has worshipped for centuries, only to have their faith and service spit on in return. Ungrateful mother! I can't help but curse her from the depths of my heart. So, you say it is possible to kill the goddess with this dagger?
Not exactly, for not even the Soulbreaker can achieve such a feat on its own. It requires certain circumstances. The first of which has already presented itself, an opportune moment. The goddess has fallen into a deep slumber after spending the remnants of her power inflicting a curse upon an entire kingdom. She is weaker than ever, and this is why we must act now, before she recovers and wakes up.
How will I even reach the goddess? No one has ever crossed the heaven's door into her realm.
You shall know when the moment comes. Before that, you must dedicate your efforts to preparing the Soulbreaker. This will be your true mission.
This is very sus. Well, why don't you do it, huh? I mean, she's a ghost, okay? And Seneca is weak ass, and probably because one of the other prerequisite is that we need to have the goddess's blood, because previously it was told that we and the other princesses, I would assume, inherit the goddess's blood. Magic. Maybe? I glance at the dagger but with my fingers. Prepare it. How? Is she our third love interest?
You must plunge it deep into the hearts of the other princesses. Nourish it with their blood, with their last living breaths. Feed it with their souls born from the goddess. Do that, and you shall be in possession of the most powerful weapon ever created. Capable of killing the goddess herself, now that she's weakened. To save my kingdom, I have to murder the other princesses.
Yeah, I think that it might also include our own heart. It's terribly lurid. I won't be able to save my kingdom if I don't become a murderer who spills innocent blood. My soul will be callous, vile. But what are 3 lives compared to a whole kingdom? It's a fair sacrifice for the greater good. I'm sure Father would do it without so much as a second of doubt. Well, I am Crystaria's princess. I will never turn my back on my people. For them, I'm willing to stain my hands and my soul. Yeah, this is why your cold blood stat keeps rising. Hey, the other answer is even colder, okay? The witch's smile doesn't hide his satisfaction. Spoken like a true sovereign. Yeah, are we the baddies? I think we are, Nixator. Now tell me how I can awaken from this spell.
You must die, princess.
My expression immediately turns upon hearing that. My eyes widen with realization, and my lips part without offering a voice to follow. When the Princess
Erinys from the dream dies, the dream shall die with her. Only then will your eyes open in reality. Seneca will be waiting with the Soul Breaker at the capital of Fortuna.
My eyes drag down to it the reflection upon the dagger. The girl within trembles, causing me to grip it more tightly as though to deny my fear. Dying. This could all just be some elaborate lie, I know, but isn't my kingdom worth any sort of sacrifice? Limao! I refuse. You guys want me to commit the Sudoku? Okay. I collect my composure with a long, drawn-out breath before raising the dagger and holding it towards my chest with both hands. I almost wince when Seneca suddenly and unexpectedly grabs my wrist, forcing me to meet his gaze. For some reason, his glove has turned warmer.
I'll see you again. Remember, I'll be waiting at the capital with the Soul Breaker.
I offer him no reply except for a brief nod of my head. Slowly, he releases me, withdrawing his hand once more as he steps back. Tightening my hold on it, I turn my attention back to the raised dagger. Its deadly gleam overwhelms me, as much as my own reflection on the blade. My own eyes look back at me, as if I were an enemy. This is the first sacrifice. For my father. For my kingdom. Oyasumi. The twilight of a kingdom is not gentle, nor is it calm. The twilight of a kingdom is tempestuous, cruel, and merciless. It is sword, axe, and hammer, pained cries, and devastating wounds. It is one bitter heart, a side of another that has withered. Death is not kind, and if it intended to be so, I'd refuse it. For I swear that never again shall you take from me the frenzied madness that life should always be. The first breath of life reaches my ears violently, an abrupt awakening. My heart races uncontrollably as I instinctively bring a hand to my chest, resting it upon the imaginary wound of a dagger. I'm alive. The witch didn't lie. I remain motionless for what seems like the longest time. I'm in my bedroom, but it doesn't seem familiar. It's then when I realize that I'm surrounded by flowers on my bed, as if it were a grave, not one withered. I feel so tired and sleepy, and my body feels so heavy. Stand up. My body feels heavy, requiring great effort to merely lift myself to my feet. When my feet finally touch the floor, my knees begin to shake. A feeling of immense loneliness overwhelms me. It's full of dust. I clean part of the dust with my hand to look at my reflection. I look the same, but am I? It's dark and extremely silent. Loot. I must loot. I cannot run because I'm a phone. Denise, is that you? No longer will you come to wake me up every morning. No longer will I see your smile. I'll bring you back to life. I promise. I need a sword. A small gleam near the statue's feet catches the princess's attention. A pendant. Did it belong to this guard? Half moon-shaped pendant? Key item. It's a key item. Yay! The sword feels really heavy now. Bomb! Bomb! Am I also Pomu? I'm Pomu. Pomu party! Hello. Hi guys. Sorry that you came at the worst possible time because this is pretty grim. But hey, I'm playing an otome RPG. Yeah, Pomu Pomu, Pomu Powerade, Pippi Red. Hi Zia or Pomu. Am I not Pomu? Because I'm Pomu, you're Pomu, she's Pomu. Pomu was already pretty grim. Don't say that. Hey, thank you, Pomu. And have a nice rest. I assumed if you raid, that means you just finished with the stream, right? So yeah, have a nice rest. Thank you and welcome. I just killed myself in this game. So it's pretty grim, yeah. I assume our dad is here. Oh, yes he is. Father. Oh, Father, it's me. I don't know if you can hear me underneath that shell of stone, but I promise I'll do everything in my power to save and avenge our kingdom. I will be worthy. Even if I have to destroy the world. 世界を滅ぼそうとしても命をかけても Determination swells in the princess's breast upon offering her pledge, almost as if her father had somehow heard her and offered what little strength he had left to give. Erinys attack +1! Yeah, bruh! If I say the other thing, will I receive like a different stat? If someone were to break the king's statue and then save the kingdom, would that person be pretty entitled to being called queen instead of princess? Huh? What? We won't break the statue, we're trying to save them. We're trying to revive them. I want to snip Zia's armpit. Hey! No, don't. It's morning on my end and I haven't took a bath. Nice details on the... I think it's a nice detail how in the dream world the floor was like very spiffy and so much that we could see the reflections of things, but because it's we woke up now and now it's dusty, so we don't see any kind of reflections on the floor. It's locked from the inside. Did Professor Solomon lock himself inside this room back when everything happened? Yeah, I know, I like the graphics too. And this is still a demo, by the way. It's already really good. Look at the maids praying. I feel so bad. The main doors appear to be blocked from the other side. And try as I might, right now I lack the strength to force them open. I must find another way out. A balcony, perhaps. Back to my room. Okay. Thank you, Bob. Imagine the aroma. Please! Please, no! Let me go! Let me take my bath. Ka-ching. Okay. I feel so alone. Denise, wake up. Can we go here? Can we break this? We literally have a great sword. We can just break the glass or something, right? We can just do that, right? No, okay. But no, it has to be from the balcony because that's how princesses escape. Through the balcony. Descend the vine. Oh my god. A very purposely placed vine. I can't descend while carrying this sword. It's too heavy. For now, I'll throw it down and hope for the best. This girl, I swear. I begin climbing down carefully. My body feels clumsy and weak. Even for a task like this, simply moving has never felt so difficult. I only make it halfway down before I finally slip, my arms simply lacking the strength to hold on to the vine any longer. My startled scream precedes a violent impact against the ground. Ew! Ita! Thank you for the membership gift, Nixitor! And welcome the 5 lucky people. Welcome? I feel numb. Whether I had broken a bone or not, I can't tell, but I lack the strength to stand up right now. Bish! You could've just like, I don't know, choose like the other window because it has like a, I don't know, it feels like the other windows might have, I don't know, it might be, I don't know, it might be easier to climb because it has like a stepping stone under it, you know, but okay. I simply curl up against myself. I'm alone. Alone in a world with no voices or faces. I can't allow myself to be weak! I pushed the wrong button. How to exit this? I loathe the sound of my own sobbing, and for what feels like forever, it's all I can hear throughout the cold night. I try to muffle it the best I can. I subscribed. Thank you! Wake up! There's a dog! Oh my god, that's not a dog! I can't find my sword, but even with it, I'm certain I'd lack the strength to do so much as stand up before this beast pounced on me. What if this is another dream? What if I wake up again? Perhaps death will be a new beginning. Thank you for the membership gifts too, Dippin. Why are you guys gifting memberships? Is it because there's a lot of people right now? Thank you! Yet my instincts scream at me to run away, to crawl if necessary. I don't want to die, to be devoured like some piece of meat. It can't end like this. Damn, thank you, Mike. Don't touch her! Oh! Guys! It's Chrono! It's Chrono! I know it! I know he's coming. I'm sorry. Welcome to the membership. Welcome to the cornfields, new peeps. It's him. I don't even have time to think before a stranger places himself between the terror and I, standing tall and firm with his shield raised defiantly. His eyes shine with a violent glow, as if he were out of control. Oh no! What happened to the boyo? I think he grew violent and crazy living alone. The warrior wastes no time striking the beast's mouth with his shield and stabbing deep within his sword, tearing its entrails in a brutal, merciless movement. The hideous shriek of the terror echoes through the night, like the ill-fated melody of a living nightmare. It's enough to make my blood run cold. My boy, you are alive! Finally, the monster crashes down toward the floor with a violent thud, ultimately fated to drown in its own blood. Cold-blooded plus 50 Chrono! True. However, I can't help but find myself staring up at the stranger's back, fixated, as his body tolls beneath the weight of his own heavy breathing. I don't know him, and yet... Princess. Within his indigo eyes, I feel as though I saw a blue sky, a faraway, gentle, and yet somehow familiar sky, bathed in blood, smeared in the smell of steel. My lips curl into a very weak smile. Oh my god! Thank you for the membership gift again, Undermoon. Thank you, and welcome to the new peeps. Welcome to the cornfields. It seems that I had witnessed a ghost, and yet, even if only for the briefest of moments, through its presence, I felt at home again. My eyes draw to a close. I might be falling, but I feel... And what? Oh my god, don't stop giving the boy heart attacks. Oh my god. Poor boyo. Yeah, you get a membership. And you get a membership. And you get a membership. And is that the oracle? Chrono, come and eat something. The princess won't disappear if you stop looking at her for a moment.
Forgive me, grandmother, but I don't have any appetite.
Ah, the youth, always driven by passion, never otherwise. She will return to us. No longer do I sense any curse upon her. " 」
Grandmother, do you think that the princess's awakening might be a sign that the kingdom is recovering?
I lament to be the one taking such hope away from you, but I'm afraid that the goddess's punishment remains well rooted in this land. It must be something else. Someone must have awakened the princess, for good or for bad. His dinner is right there! Yeah, his dinner is right here! Ah! Rips clothes open. I mean, I think it's a pretty flimsy clothing for a 20-year-old Vtuber, so yeah.
Who?
Well, why don't we just ask her now that she's waking up? My eyes rarely begin to open, and soon enough I notice that something is out of place. For as long as I can remember, the first sight that had always greeted upon my awakening was my bedroom. So where am I now? Princess! Oh, how deeply I had feared that I would never see you again in what little remains of my life. Oh, look at little Chrono. He's just looking at us oh so fearfully. Oh, my baby, poor baby. Look at the baby. Ah, baby. A voice. A familiar voice. Almost as if nothing had changed. Oh, Oracle! Suddenly, I recognize this place, but I can't make any sense of this. Am I dreaming again? Perhaps overwhelmed by the grief of knowing that I'm truly alone in this world? I am so happy to see you. My dear child, it is you who has brought such unimaginable happiness to this old woman. But this isn't possible, is it? The whole kingdom was... Only the two of us could avoid the curse. It's a true tragedy. I immediately pay attention to the other survivor, the young man who saved me from that terror. Yeah! Stop wearing skimpy clothing, Chrono! There's something in his eyes. Something that makes me... Wait! Chrono?
Has been a while.
But you were always much younger than me. You were just a kid.
I have always been just a year younger than you, Princess.
I have lived inside a dream for so long. Now I'm having difficulty distinguishing reality from what was experienced only inside my head. You should know that Chrono has been protecting the castle against terrors and bandits ever since that day. Aww.
Truth be told, bandits rarely step inside these lands for fear of being cursed.
I never thought you'd become this strong. Thank you for your loyalty, Chrono. You have demonstrated true and unparalleled commitment to my house in our hour of need. Truly, I could never ask for a greater squire.
Thank you, Princess.
He's changed so much. There's something familiar about him, and yet at the same time, there isn't. Hey! Oh, it's not thirsty, okay? He's been protecting us all on his own for 7 years. He deserves some praise. I wonder how much remains of the energetic and shy little kid who so unabashedly trained in the gardens all those years ago. Stand up, ZEA! I'm standing! I'm standing! Wait, let me just turn on my AC for a bit. It's hot. Oh, I'm sweating right here. Because of the weather, guys, not because of Chrono. Oh my think also actually the warning thingy does not work well against bots. I guess. Oh no. I still can't believe that I'm truly awake. It's becoming difficult to distinguish dream from reality. Just a moment ago, I thought I was completely alone in the world, and now, for some reason, you both are here by my side. The bots are growing smarter. They can now click through the warnings. Damn. I fear that this may all be too good to be true. Believe it to be true, Princess, for even in these dark days, there is always a reason. I am the goddess's oracle because I partook of her fruit. A part of her essence runs through my veins, purifying my soul. This is why I possess the power to repel her rage. I did all that I could to keep Chrono safe, until the goddess's light faded from the sky and nothing but the black night remained. The oracle closes her eyes in sorrow. It must be a very painful memory for her. And while all this happened, I was dreaming of bright days and celebrations. My gaze falls low upon the sheets as I become prey to my own guilt, anger, and impotence. Oracle, Chrono. I raise my head towards them. If I've ever harbored any doubts about the path I must walk, they are well and truly gone now. I am here to break the curse and free our kingdom. You aim to kill the goddess. I realize what I just told you could be deemed the most unforgivable form of blasphemy, but it's been a long time since the goddess has ceased being our guardian and instead become our executioner. Never again shall I worship one whom destroyed my kingdom. The goddess's punishment has been terrible. In such dark hours, only a fool would fail to understand how such anger might be overwhelming. However, in spite of everything that has happened, she is still the guardian of the known world. None can tell what will become of the land and our very souls without her. Earlier, you confessed that your visions have weakened. It coincides with what the witch said, does it not? That the goddess fell into a deep slumber, and now her presence is barely felt. Haven't both sun and moon kept turning, even in her absence? My child, you speak of matters unknown to you. Not even I, as close to the goddess as I am, know all of the details. You might do well to remember that it was the truths spoken by a witch that ultimately resulted in the fall of an entire kingdom. Back then, your father refused to listen. That woman had him between her claws, filling his ears with fateful whispers. And now, she's doing the same with you. She's leaving you deaf and blind with rage. I fear that Crystoria's downfall may not suffice for her. Don't assume that I trust the witch. I mistrust her intentions just as much as you do, but in spite of that, she's not wrong. Our kingdom is cursed. If there is any possibility of saving Crystoria, then no matter the cost, I simply cannot walk away. Oh, my child, you speak with passion, but also as someone who feels they have nothing left to lose. As if the world has already ended for you, and nothing but your sorrow and hatred remain. I am sorry for disappointing you, Oracle. Truly, I am. But simply accepting the death sentence visited upon my kingdom is not an option for me. This is not what I was born for. If you are so keen on defying fate, At least, allow this poor old woman to ask you one last question. You are about to spill innocent blood and sink the world into the depths of chaos. What feelings stirs in your heart knowing this? I can't allow myself to feel. It's really difficult for me. I'm not proud of the things that I must do, if that is what you were asking. I wish I had the luxury of choice. I assure you that I would take a different path if I could. Alas, there are none. None that are acceptable to me anyways. The oracle nods gloomily. But I can promise you, from the bottom of my heart, that the first drop of blood that I'm willing to spill for this kingdom is my own. The path you walk will be full of thorns. I shall pray for your soul not to stray along the way. Chrono remains silent, not offering a single word on the matter. I can't tell what must be going through his mind, and I'm beginning to feel very sleepy for some reason. My eyelids begin to close and I am forced to shake my head just to stay awake. You should rest. There is still a long night ahead. Option 1 is obviously cold-blooded Pasuan. I think so too. I have been resting for 7 years. I don't understand why I feel so sleepy. Yeah, I do think that this is based on like the Greek tragedy. Yeah. You are unused to being awake. You will likely experience periods of deep sleep for a while until you get used to it. I'll give you some more medicine. It will help you recover faster. But you must try to gather your strength for tomorrow. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry, Oracle. She offers a weak smile before I turn to leave her bed. I open my eyes abruptly. My heart is pounding. It's still night. The darkness unsettles me. I'm unused to it. Am I awake? I think going on and searching for answers might be the better path than starting stabbing right away, but Erinys has her own priorities. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Suddenly, the fear that I may be somewhere else overwhelms me. What if the Oracle and Chrono have disappeared? Ah, the Oracle. I notice her sleeping in the bed next to me, and a sense of relief washes over me. And I save. Because that was a lot of choices. Mistrust 1. Cold blood 0. So my previous option negates the cold blood. And my newest option to doubt the witch increases the mistrust. Oh. I'm gonna loot your items, Oracle. Sorry. Please give me items. Looking at her face as she sleeps makes me feel more at ease. At least I know that she is still here, and this wasn't a dream. On the other hand, I haven't seen Chrono yet. I wonder if our blood can get negatively cold. That means we're being too kind. I don't think that's possible. We're literally the princess of a dying kingdom, so... The silence that fills the air is tormenting to me. I wonder if death will be similar to this. Erinys also lost the light in her eyes, I noticed. Not just Chrono. The frigid air greets my skin with a pinch as I step outside. It was a strange thing to accept that Kristaria had become so cold. Da 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 da. Ah! Baby! I finally spot Chrono. He's lying on the grass close to the lake. Is he asleep?
Baby, wake up. Kaget.
Thank you, Daddy Anonym. Thank you for the jagung bakar. You did take his bed. Oh yeah, true. We kinda did take his bed. Oh my god. His eyes are closed and his posture is completely relaxed. He looks peaceful. It still feels strange when I think about how he's the same kid I knew from the dream. Sit beside him? Let him rest? No, we need to sit beside him. CGs! I'm hoping for a CG while I do this, okay? Dressing like that, girl? Of course you're cold. I know, right? Why hasn't the Oracle given us any of her clothing? I'm sure it'll fit better. Yeah, right? I find myself drawn to his company and carefully sit down alongside him, raising my knees up and wrapping my arms around them warmly. My eyes get lost in the quiet stillness of the lake. At this hour, the water looks like a dark, bottomless well. Nothing is as I remembered.
You couldn't sleep either?
I couldn't help but jump slightly in spite of how calmly his voice reached me. I look towards him then, and I find him looking back at me in turn. I'm sorry. Did I wake you?
No.
Oh, this is a really pretty CG. Damn, this is really pretty. And the music is so beautiful. Hey, you didn't come to sleep out here because I was occupying your bed, did you?
No,
I perceive a slight blush in his cheeks. He breathes out discreetly.
Was just thinking.
You were very quiet earlier. I would like to know of what you think. About me? Yeah. That because I chose to save Kristaria this way. Inside, I'm filled with fear. I wouldn't like to leave tomorrow knowing that I've disappointed him too. Do you think I'm a monster, Chrono? He stares at me with a mixture of surprise and silence, as if his next thought didn't want to come to light. Then he returns his gaze to the sky, always with that same glint of melancholy behind his eyes.
I admire you, Princess.
Astonished, I feel my gaze softening upon hearing that.
It is true that I have always admired you since we were young, but hearing you talk today about spilling your own blood for the kingdom, and with such fierce conviction.
Chrono empties his chest with a slow sigh.
You are willing to walk a path that not many others would have the courage to take, for the good of your people. As a squire, I cannot help but to feel very fortunate to serve you.
Hearing those words, a strange feeling begins to stir deep within my chest. I turn my gaze forward again to that black abyss posing as a lake. My feet move idly on the grass, one against the other. You can't imagine how relieving it is to hear that, Chrono. Yet, at the same time, I'm surprised. You know as well as your grandmother that making an attempt on the goddess's life is a crime unlike any ever imagined.
If this is a crime, then I will help you perpetrate it.
I greet his declaration with wide eyes as I turn to look at him again, stunned. To hear that, to me, to my ears, it sounded like understanding. Betrayal against the Oracle. It's both! It's both! It's both! It's both! I think it's both. I think it's both. It's more like a confession, true. He's your squire, not the Oracle. True. Understanding. I feel that Chrono understands me. That I'm not alone. It's almost as if a part of those days is still within me. Am I that afraid? My eyes search once more within the blackness of the lake. A smile, small and bitter, is drawn across my lips. You are brave, Chrono. Or perhaps just as reckless as I. And I feel selfish for admitting that I would gladly accept your company on the path that lies ahead. However, in this world's eyes, my soul is filthy. I do not wish to drag you down to the abyss with me. Princess, could you try lying down for a moment? I can't hide my bewilderment as I look toward him, his gaze still fixated on the sky above. Though puzzled, I oblige and mimic him regardless. I lie down with my back on the grass, and it's only then when I can't help but to let out a breath of amazement. Ooh, pretty. I had been so focused on the lake that I hadn't paid attention to how beautiful the stars looked. When was the last time I truly saw them? I think it was many, many years ago, together with Chrono, just like this. Those days didn't hurt. We remained like this for a while, lying side by side in silence, watching the stars shimmer from this bucket of calm, lost within a withered kingdom. His presence brings me comfort. And the breeze is gentle, and my eyelids are only getting heavier. Who would have guessed that even in the depths of the darkness I would still find something so... Where am I? The mattress that nestles warmly against my still body feels familiar, but the air carries a scent I haven't breathed in a long time, just like one that might have greeted me from the gardens in the past. And I feel such joy and such sorrow. It's overwhelming. Oh, goddess, is this you? I managed to open my eyes. What the hell? The silhouette of a stranger in dangerous proximity to the princess makes my blood run cold. Seneca?
How was your awakening, princess?
He whispers warmly with a sweet voice, a serpent whose words treacherously slither their way into her dreams.
Now you know how much truth there was in my mistress's words. Reality cuts deeper than 1,000 swords.
But that also means that we fell asleep outside, and like Chrono carries us back to our bed. I cannot move. It's as if I lacked not only a body, but a voice too.
Oh? So you are not alone. So Crystaria's oracle is alive. How fortunate that she survived. It must have been quite a relief for you.
The stranger looks at me intently, aware of my presence, For a moment, he's all that I can see and perceive. Goddess of mine, mother of creation, I beg of you to open your eyes. For shadows spread while you sleep. I'm still here. It seems that the terrorist's presence wasn't enough to rob the kingdom's birds of their song. If evil, why hot? The last thing I remember is watching the stars with Chrono, so how did I end up back in bed? Chrono, thank you. Yeah, I was also kind of worried he was gonna kill Granny, but I think it's okay.
You're awake.
Good morning, Chrono. You seem surprised.
No, I mean, good morning, Princess. How did you sleep?
I slept well. I surmise it was thanks to your grandmother's medicine.
That is good to hear.
Chrono, I don't quite remember what happened last night. Did I fall asleep?
Yes, outside. I carried you to your bed afterwards. Grandmother wasn't exaggerating when she said that you'd be a deep sleeper.
I don't like feeling so exposed. Yeah, I don't like feeling so exposed, to be honest. But thank you for carrying me? I don't like feeling so exposed, but I think the most romantic answer is thank you for carrying me.
No need to thank me. You should talk to my grandmother. She has something for you.
Wait just a bit, guys. I'm just curious. I'm just curious about what will happen if we say that
I don't feel okay feeling exposed.
I wanna try that option. Hey, boy. Oh, there was no difference. Then I wanna try asking if there's something else happening. I'm so dirty. Was I heavy?
I think I'm heavy.
I'm sorry, guys. Are you sure nothing else happened?
How do you mean?
I mean that you are a man now and I, a woman. And as you just pointed out, I was in a deep sleep that left me unaware.
I would never disrespect you, Princess. Never.
He seems offended. Perhaps I was wrong for doubting him. Of course you're wrong, Bish! Bish! He just said he would lay his life for you. Okay? He just said he's gonna lay his life for you, and you answer with, "Are you sure you didn't touch me or anything?" Okay. He didn't think of the possibility until just now regrets missing the chance. Hey! Girl, you were literally asleep for 7 years and you're worried if something happened last night. I know, right? I know. Good morning, Oracle. Oh, Princess, would you be so kind as to bring me one of the little jars from the table by the entrance? Sure. small jar. Ah, yes. This one is perfect. The oracle begins filling the jar with some sort of elixir she seems to have been preparing. Oracle, I'm ready to depart. This is a farewell. You won't say anything? Are you planning on leaving like this, with neither a weapon in hand nor armor upon your back? I was planning on visiting the castle's armory before departing. I should find something there. I see.
Grandmother...
Chrono, give it to her.
Take this, princess. This key opens the closet in the bedroom, where we've kept something that belongs to you.
You will find the closet in the bedroom. And I can open your bedroom too. We have been keeping them safe all these years for you. Aww, baby. This is... This armor and broadsword belonged to your mother. It was well outfitted like this in the battlefield against the Terror when she met your father, the king. Mother... Chrono, why don't you go outside and tend to the garden where the princess changes?
Oh, of course.
He's running away. You obtained Prometheus. You obtained a maiden of ashes. Mom was a badass! Damn. Oh damn, I look like such a badass. Oh my god, she's so pretty. Oh my god, she's so pretty. Finally, I'm ready to depart, Chrono. Although I try to hide it, there's a knot in my throat and another one in my stomach.
Princess...
I'm caught off guard as Chrono suddenly bends the knee. His eyes now glistening sharply with determination that could slice the air between us.
With Crystaria's oracle as witness, and as the squire I have served as since the day I was born, I ask you to take me with you. Allow me to become Crystaria's sword and shield, and I swear to you, I shall pledge to spill every last drop of my blood for its salvation if it must.
Chrono... You are the oracle's kin, a direct disciple of the goddess. As it stands right now, you should consider me an enemy, Chrono, not an ally.
Yes, she is an oracle. She is sworn to the goddess above all else. But I was born a squire, and thus I am sworn to my kingdom, and to you.
In truth, I had feared setting off on this path alone from the start, and I know I'll need all the help I can get. Seek the oracle's permission! I am respectful. Chrono, every son and daughter of Crystaria has the right to give up their life in the name of the kingdom, however. You are also indebted to your grandmother, she who has given you a life and a home. It is her, and her alone, whose permission you should seek today. With that said, I shift my gaze to the oracle. She remains silent, listening. Oracle, I would be lying if I say that I do not wish to have my squire by my side, but I do not harbor any desire to offend you further than I have already. I did not return to life just to take from you what little you have left. Thus, I consider it inappropriate to allow anything other than your opinion to prevail in this matter. I leave the decision entirely in your hands. Chrono looks towards the oracle, his expression tense yet focused. The The oracle breaks her own silence with a sigh. You are a man now, Chrono, capable of making his own decisions. I always knew the day would come when you decide to leave, that your fate wouldn't be found in the calmness of acceptance. While I sought the goddess's mercy in disguise, you saw only the fragments of your dear kingdom, withering alongside its memories. The oracle shakes her head softly. No, your fate has always lain alongside hers.
Grandmother.
Go now. You have things to prepare for the journey. Take some food and all the gold you can find at the cottage. There shall be much more in the castle's vaults, but I don't recommend carrying much on such dangerous paths.
Thank you, Grandmother.
Will you be alright? The kingdom is still infested with terrors. You shouldn't stay here on your own with no means to protect yourself. Come with us, at least as far as Fortuna. Your concern is misplaced. It is not me you must fear for. Come, I'll give you the last of the medicine I prepared. It should suffice toward your complete recovery. Probably the oracle is a very strong magician. I know you don't have a bad heart, Princess. I wish there was another way. Believe me, I truly wish there was. I shall pray to the goddess for your soul, and mine. Curious how she made no mention of Seneca, isn't it? Because I think Seneca might be watching, and if she mentions anything, you know. Goodbye, home of my childhood, my silent kingdom. I'm taking your laughter and screams with me, as I march towards the unknown as a princess, a champion, and a murderer. If I am fortunate enough to return someday, it shall be with both my sword and soul stained with blood, and with the world on its knees, for you. Title drop, and that's the end of the demo! Wow. Wait a minute, there's one CG I didn't get, and that's the one I used for my thumbnail. What did we miss? Guys, we missed one CG. I was really invested too. Guys, so this game is made by a solo developer. I read the Kickstarter. So do support her. Because it's still pledging in Kickstarter. So if you're really interested, you should help pledge. Yeah! Yeah, where's the kiss step something CG? Let's try. I want to see the kiss step CG. Where was it? Where is it? From the looks of it, it looks like when we are in the forest, right? Let me just look at that again. Let me look at that, my own thumbnail again. Yeah, it looks like we're in the middle of the forest, so... right? Is it when we stab ourselves? Maybe? Let's try. This is me with Seneca. This is me alone. This one, I think. I bet it's if we refuse to stab ourselves, huh? Let's try running away. Seneca! Seneca! Let's Let's try refusing the dagger. I miss Chrono already. I think I can only trust Chrono. I can only trust Chrono. I don't trust anybody else. And maybe the Oracle, but the Oracle is very biased, as is how it should be, because she's the Oracle. Okay. I know you. Okay, we skip the conversations and then... Yeah, Chrono is the only trustable character, but I think if there is going to be a bad route, there's going to be a route where Chrono is just tainted. Chrono's soul gets tainted by our choices so much that he goes crazy to the point of no return. That is going to be really sad though. Can we get Chrono to kiss Seneca? I wish. Where is my hugging CG? Give me my hugging CG. The mandatory corruption route in Otome. It's still a bit lurid, and then you need to die. Yes, terus let's go, and then we choose. Oh no, I'm afraid of stabbing myself. Refuse to do it. I won't do what you ask. What guarantees that I will wake up if I die now? Only a fool blindly trusts the words of a witch.
You underestimate me, Princess. You actually believe that if I truly wanted you dead, you would still be alive?
What's wrong with me? Suddenly I feel paralyzed. As much as I try to move, I can't. It's as if my body no longer belongs to me.
Besides, you seem to be forgetting one thing.
What did you...
You are in my realm. You have no power here, no matter how much you will it. You may be the Princess of Cristaria, but I am the one in control here.
It is only in that moment that I realized the dagger is no longer in my possession, but Seneca's. You... Like a cornered animal, I mustered all of my strength in every effort to move, to do something, but to no avail. He leans in very close to whisper something in my ear. Something I somehow know would be the very last thing I hear.
It won't hurt, Princess.
Uso! Satsuki. Also, I guess it's when we leave our backs to Seneca. I guess?
Liar! No CG!
Escape, escape. No! Okay, then I'm gonna... Let's stand up and then load. No CG. I think it's when we try entrust our backs to Seneca. Load this then. this here. Right? Ah, wrong. Okay. Okay. Seneca joins the party. What if we try to leave instead of picking the dagger? Can we? I don't think so. I don't think that's possible. Open them, it's an order, okay, and then refuse to fight them. Do you trust me? I mean, he did ask so, but I chose to fight by myself. Leave it to Seneca. Suddenly, and to everyone's surprise, Seneca grabs a hold of me firmly. Oh, it's that scene! Also, Bish, why are you hugging me? This is such a good scene, though. Accept me. His voice is a plea in my ear, delivered in the form of a whisper. And softly spoken though it was, his words and touch seemed to paralyze me. Walk inside my realm, and I shall show you everything you cannot see. Something inside my head feels ready to explode and forces me to shut my eyes tightly, full of anger and helplessness. This something wants me quiet, submissive, all as it weaves its spiderwebs throughout the world that surrounds me. Father, oh Father, everything I do is, and always will be, for you. I hear Father's voice, a memory I don't quite remember, an uncertain past, a forgotten future. It blends and dilutes with other voices I don't understand. Learn how to talk to solitude, and you'll realize how to stop seeing it as your enemy. The blood I spill, the betrayals I saw. Oh, I can see it in your eyes, boy. You have been dreaming of me, haven't you? A strange sensation begins to take over me, new and unfamiliar, like vertigo, as if I were falling into an abyss. It's cold. I'm so cold. Princess. Seneca's whisper brings me back to reality. I notice that I'm still in his arms. The soldiers are gone. Move away and slap him! I told you not to touch me. Don't you dare do it ever again without my permission. For a moment, I can't see his eyes until he finally looks back at me with one of his typical smiles and one hand on his burning cheek. My apologies. Okay. Yeah. I kind of want to see what's gonna happen if we choose to I want to see what's gonna happen if we choose to just move away slowly. Sorry, guys. I'm very invested. Sorry. Let's see. Let's see. Come on, Seneca, hug me again. Ha ha ha! Sassy hug. Very sassy. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious. I open them. It's an order, and then I refuse to fight them. Give it to Seneca. He hugs. Sassy hug again. This is a very sensual, I mean, hot hug, though. Accept me. That's hot. I'm sorry. There's just something really hot about like evil characters who begs you to accept them. There's something really hot in it. I'm sorry. Anyways, let's move away slowly. I pull back from him slowly, unable to help but notice as a strangely now ice cold air pinches my skin and ushers a trembling exhalation past my lips. I don't know what just happened. Almost sternly, my eyes meet with his and I find myself searching, seeking anything that might lay behind them, as if wanting to extract any secret. However, I find nothing beyond that silent smile of his. Look. Nothing happened. I should have slapped him. God damn it. I like when people beg. It's like, accept me with a desperate hug. That's what gets me. I'm so weak. Okay, so that's all. We got all the CGs. Also, Seneca is very, very hot. Let's see. Oh, equip. Ooh, Seneca only has an old grimoire. Status. A mysterious mage who guides the princess. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, so that's all. Can we go to the main menu? Okay. That was really good though, right? Oh my god, I did a wrong stretch and my chest hurts. Okay. So anyways, that was the Silent Kingdom demo. It was really good. I am invested in the story and also the characters. I like that Erinys is like, okay, so Erinys is not like a flimsy heroine, and that is very important to me in an otome game. It's like even if we chose the milder options, like when I said I'm afraid, it's exactly what I thought, you know? It's like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared, but, you know? And Erinys did exactly that. Like, she was, I'm not going to deny my fear, but I'm going to say it. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going forward, kind of thing, yeah. Yeah, the mild, even the mildest options doesn't make us sound like a wuss. But the one thing I don't like, well, I mean, I guess that is part of the route, and that makes sense. It's just that when the pro tag is with Seneca, it's like she is not her. Like that strong-headed woman, I think is Erinys, but that person that was with Seneca, letting herself be captured and surrendering, etc., that is not her, right? I like that her flaw is that she's too strong and determined. Yeah, I like that too. She's feeling things inside. Of course she does, but she is a princess that has a duty to her kingdom and she accepts that. And I like that so much. I will definitely be looking forward for this game. I hope it reaches the goal it's after so that we can play it again after the whole thing's done. I'm not the demography for otome games, but man, this game looks pretty good. I know, right? So I wanted to say like, just exactly as is in the title, I am not the main demography for otome games too. I mean, I did play Mystic Messenger for a while. I think I only play otome games with darker stories. But yeah, I was kind of afraid of being judgy on stream, you know. But this game doesn't allow me to do so because it's just good. It's up to my alley. Yeah. The Kickstarter ended last month, but it's releasing. Oh yeah, true. Oh yeah, I didn't realize because the Steam page was still in the Steam page it's written as still pledging, so I thought it was still pledging. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's going to release in 2024-2025. I guess we will have to wait another 2 years. That's gonna be a short time, right guys? Almost 3 times the goal, damn. And I heard like for the finished game, like the developer are going to add one other romance route. So it will be with some guy we don't know yet and hasn't appeared in the demo. Let's see what kind of guy the other prospective love interest is gonna be. Yeah. It's a solo dev after all, and it's really amazing how a person can make all of this solo. Like, damn, the dedication. Yeah. Also, is this word in the title screen our mom's word? Because wow, our mom was metal. I know, and I think it is. It's Prometheus, our sword. I like how the names in this game are refers to like Greek name. Prometheus, Erinys, Megara, Tisiphon, I remember. I think it refers to like a Greek mythology. So, maybe if we kind of read the mythologies, we're gonna get a hint about what's gonna happen or not. But it's nice that it was based on something. Yeah. Yeah, Circa. Yeah. Apparently the singing is also the dev. Really? Nah. True. Oh yeah. Damn. Multi-talented lady. Damn. Holy smokes. I'm impressed. How about the new AI Somnium Z? Are you gonna play it? Yeah, actually, I'm gonna play it as soon as possible. As in next week, it's gonna be AI Somnium Fell's Nirvana Initiative week. Yeah. Like how if you know the story of Orpheus, you can kind of guess that P3 isn't gonna have a very happy ending. That's true. But anyways, yeah. Next week is gonna be almost fully, besides occasional Minecraft, it's gonna almost fully be a Nirvana Initiative AI Somnium Files week, so more VN. This one is an RPG, but the next week we're gonna go fully immersed in VN. It's detective-ish VN, so I think we'll enjoy it. Yeah, I bought my version from Steam, so I'm not waiting for my copy to arrive. I can just like click, you know. I like how it's immediately clear that this game isn't gonna end happily. Yeah, I think even the happiest ending this game could get is gonna be bittersweet because somebody or something will be sacrificed along the way, I think. Right? So yeah, they make it clear-cut that no matter what kind of choices we make, as in we make the princess cold-hearted or we make her feel guilty, but she knows that she has to do this and she will. And even the oracle says that if there was any other choice, but sadly there aren't, which means the oracle also cannot stop her, but because there really isn't any other choices. Yeah. Yeah, probably the best ending is gonna be us breaking some cycles, like sacrificing our lives for the goddess to make peace with blah blah or something. I don't know, But I think whatever ending it is, it's gonna end with us killing all the princesses before we actually reach the ending. So yeah. Anyways, it's supposed to be like 1.5 hours this demo, but we ended up playing for like 3 hours. Probably also because I read all lines, all voice lines, all texts. But it was really fun, and I'm really looking forward to this game. So if you guys have any other otome game recommendations, do send them through my motto, especially with something like this. Yeah. And coincidentally, my connection is being very unstable right now, so it is time to end the stream. Thank you so much, everybody, and earlier Pomotu for the raid, and for everybody for staying and watching to the very end, for subscribing, for the donations, and welcome to the cornfields, the 15 new people. Okay, so see you guys again tomorrow morning or tonight. Tonight I will draw some kernels, and tomorrow morning I will do Ring Fit Adventure while karaoke. Let's see how that's gonna go. Yeah. Yeah, thank you everybody, and see you guys again later. Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you.